Yo, people. Hello, hello. It's me again, from a different angle. Always a face shot. Well, today was a very light day. Unfortunately, due to my celebrations yesterday, enjoying the fact that I had accomplished something at work, um, and managed to get some good news and pay off one of my last student loans. I've got two more that I'm working on. Hopefully, I'm gonna have those paid off here in the next few months. Um, today was a light day because I had a little too much dairy and killed my stomach pretty bad. So working out wasn't very feasible, unfortunately, due to the lack of hydration. I'm drinking tons of water, but it's just some days it's not enough. And I'm dealing with a lot mentally. I think it's because the day is kind of crap. I think I need to get out a little bit today, assuming the weather holds up, but we'll see. It's been kind of rough recently. Since the breakup a few days ago, uh, I've been kind of realizing a lot of the series is more like a diary or journal, whatever you want to call it, and me just kind of chilling out and talking to people. Well, no one really, because no one watches these things. But it kind of helps mentally with me a little bit, gives me some place to document how I'm doing, what I'm doing, and keeps me kind of, to a certain degree, focused on something. Um, day in and day out, a lot of my schedule is getting up around 6 a.m. roughish, getting online, pouring myself a cup of coffee, grabbing my banana, grabbing my granola bar, and getting into work. And then doing what I need to at work till roughly 9 a.m. ish, and then getting my pre workout in, finishing up whatever meetings I have, and then getting my workout in. Um, some days I run when the weather's nice, and when the weather's crap like today, although now it's sunny, um, I stay home and just kind of get my workout done indoors and just don't do a run. Um, Yesterday, of course, I broke my diet because it was a celebration day for me, uh, which kind of sucks, but that's part of it. You gotta enjoy the small things, and sometimes it's what you need. But I don't know. Since the breakup, I felt more and more kind of lonely. I don't want to go back onto dating apps or any of that crap. Um, I do feel more and more that my now ex, I guess if you want to call it that, um, I don't know if they will come back. That does kind of bug me to a certain degree. I am affected by it. I do hold back a lot of my emotion when it comes to dealing with that subject. Um, Mostly because a lot of times I feel I have to be strong and work hard for my friends and be there for them and be that role model, which I'm terrible at. On a constant, I'm getting angry or complaining about something and they've got to listen. So I think they're more there for me than I am for them most days. But, I don't know. It's just the longer I'm separated, or well, not separated because it sounds like we are married, the longer I'm single, the worse it gets. The less I care, not only about that person, I feel, because I lose the emotional attachment really quickly. And once that attachment is gone, it's really hard to build back up because I'm one of those types of people who, once you give me attention, like I'm interested in you, um, whether as a friend or as more. And that's how I've always kind of been because growing up, I dealt with my own traumas. I didn't get much attention as a kid. And the attention I did get was always negative. And I have a tendency to doubt myself. I know that. I've doubted my ability for most of my life. That's just how it always was. And I'm working on that. I am trying to fix that. I'm pushing myself harder when I work out, pushing myself to be better at work. I got great news at work, which I even had a speaking role on the latest presentation at work, which was a huge deal to me. Getting to put my face out there so people could see me, so people could come to me and talk to me. Um, but it's been rough. Um, the more I'm kind of on my own right now. You know, Wolf and Dree can't come up because of the fact that Wolf works Sunday nights, and right now it's kind of rough relationship. I don't think Dree much likes me after me being a complete ass. The funny thing is, she's mad at me because the whole thing with me doing what I did to Calvin, and because I doubted myself so badly, I ended up making him cry. and pushing him away so hard, and I made him cry. And she got real mad at me. She was real defensive of him. And, you know, I don't feel like... I don't know how to put it. It's kind of like the idea of when you get in a divorce and everyone goes to, like, legit... Not... I don't want to use that example. It's like when you get in a divorce and everyone goes, oh, poor woman, to the guy. She deserves the kid, she deserves this, and she deserves that. And everyone kind of goes to their side, even though in the end the guy's the one who's like, or the gal's the one who filed for the divorce, because she wanted something out of him or something like that. I don't know. I feel like that with my friends. Like, a lot of them, I feel, sided with Calvin, which I understand. I was in the wrong 100%. I don't disagree with that. And, I fully accept the fact that I fucked up. I tried to fix it, and it was too late. I fucked up, and that's how that goes. So I get why they chose to side with him, because, I mean, in the end, yeah, he was the victim. I just, if I'm honest, I feel like a lot of it is I had no support after that. I can't go to my friends now and tell them, oh, I fucked up. Or, oh, he took it the wrong way and that's not how I meant, because, it really, the way I said it maybe is what causes. I don't know. I honestly do feel like I've lost most of the support. Everyone keeps telling me, oh, you have a support system. I mean, I never had one as a kid. It took me till I was 23 until Barb came into my life, really, and became my support system, and so did Gigi, my great-grandmother, who we all call Gigi because it's just that, it's great-grandmother. But yeah, I don't know. Just feels less and less like an interest. So I kind of feel I'm gonna have to take everything on my own again, which is fine. I mean, to be fair, that's how I did in my first time at college, and I was really successful until I started relying on my friends to do anything and relying on other people, which was a big mistake on my end. I relied on the wrong people, and then I screwed up constantly, consistently. So I don't know. Some days I just feel like I'm better on my own, but at the same time, I don't like being alone. It's the greatest contradiction. I don't know, but I'm gonna try and stream today. I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I got caught up playing Minecraft and just having a good time on my own, really not hanging with anybody. I was working on some stuff for the fortress and getting it all built up, getting the dragons taken care of and stuff like that, which was really cool. So we've got dragon steel now, although you guys won't see it till like maybe November-ish, I think, is when that video is going out. And I do feel accomplished so much more when I'm doing these long series on YouTube, even though no one watches them, just to know that content is constantly being put out. And I'm thinking about doing another series on CK3 here and one on Stellaris, and just doing a long-ass recording session like one of these weekends and knocking out a huge chunk of the series. I'm debating on doing the House of Masters and going for a bunch of the new Viking achievements and stuff like that. But, it does definitely feel these days like I'm kind of alone. And I don't know. It's just weird. My partner, or my ex-partner, my ex, used to text me roughly daily, and now if I don't message him, I won't get anything. And he says he's waiting for me, which, full well if he is, great, good on him, a better man than I am. But I'm hoping he does go and find someone, not better, I just think someone different, because I think he needs someone different than me. The more I kind of come to the realization is that, I fucked up and I tried to fix it. I honestly made an effort to do that, and in the end I couldn't fix it. And that's no fault of anybody's, He didn't feel like he belonged here, and I didn't feel like I'd fixed anything. I was just trying to push everything back to normal. And he couldn't forgive me for it, and I guess I couldn't forgive myself, I don't know. But that mental kind of thing is a whole situation, so I'm gonna keep working out, keep training, and I guess back to relying on my own. Kind of distance myself a little bit from the group. I'm not really getting on Discord as much as I used to. Um, Not many people get on Discord unless it's like for D&D. And to be honest, I'm kind of getting done with D&D. I'm almost to the point where, like, with my one campaign with Projected Potential, I don't know where to go anymore because I don't have a creative spark for it anymore. Minecraft, I've been trying to like figure out what I wanted to build and what colors I wanted to use. I just haven't had the creative spark to get in there and do anything. I just feel burnt out, honestly, when it comes to just everyone. And I think it is because of the breakup. I think it's the way I deal with things when it comes to a breakup is maybe a little different than some, or traditionally. I don't know. I think I go into kind of a mental shock state and try to pretend everything's fine and lock those emotions down, and then they slowly leak out until it bubbles to a mass. I've been using weed. I haven't been drinking like I think 3-4 days, maybe 7 days. I can't remember. I think Saturday or Friday was the last time I used weed. I think roughly, but I'm just kind of getting to that point where I don't care anymore. Like, I'm gonna pay my student loans off, get myself a dog, and then get my own place. Like, well, I have my own place, but get my own house, like save up for a house and put a down payment on it. Because by then I'll know if I'm going to be going back to work in the office or if I'll be able to work from home. And kind of, focus on that at this point. I don't feel like at this point I want another partner, another relationship. And I feel like my friend group is kind of not necessarily splitting. I think they're all fine, but I feel like I'm splitting from them slowly. And I just don't have a vested interest anymore in the whole thing. I feel there is no family dynamic, there is no support, and maybe that's just because I don't feel like I can support them anymore because of how much I screw up constantly. I don't know, but this has kind of become like a journal, so day 12 of this vlog series, who knows, it may still go on to September, it may become its own thing, I don't know, doing daily uploads of these videos, where I just talk about what's going on in my life. Paying my bills, got my one student loan paid off. I've got only like 7,000 left, which I'm pretty excited about. So I'm gonna hopefully have that paid off here in the next 5 to 6 months is my goal. If not before the end of the summer. And then once I've got the loans paid off, I plan to get a dog, because then I'll be able to have a bit more of a disposable income for them. Gonna keep my diet of 3 eggs, or well, 6 eggs and 4 cups of rice, as well as a cup of vegetables every day, plus banana, tangerine, or whatever fruit I can get, or 2 things of fruit a day, plus the banana and granola bar in breakfast, and a cup of coffee. And just go from there. I'm kind of at that point where, I don't know, I think my heart got kind of ripped out during the breakup, and that's what kind of is hitting me now. So maybe that's it. Some of these videos will be longer when I have more to talk about, some won't. But I definitely am starting to feel like I love Seattle. I think it's gorgeous, but I don't feel as at home in this apartment. Like, I feel like I need my own place, my own house. And I think that's good and healthy. I mean, I don't feel like making this my place is the thing. And I'm okay with that. It's just somewhere where I landed for the time being until I can get my own house. I'll be here as long as I need to be, and that's it. As far as those people who are wondering if I get back together with Calvin, if you're watching through this series, a year later, maybe I have at that point, maybe I haven't, but as of right now, it feels more and more like it's less likely. I feel more and more alone, and yeah. So I'm gonna make a cup of coffee, do some recording today, and then stream on Twitch if I can, and then we'll call it from there. I don't know. This is just something at this point. Well, thank you all for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed.